Today, I would like to discuss the growing number of humanitarian crises facing our organization, and most importantly, children and their families all over the world. I could begin by sounding yet another alarm about these crises, but there's already a cacophony of alarms that have been ringing about them for years. It's not that the world is not hearing nor heeding these alarms or is deaf to the cries of those suffering. It's not that people can't see for themselves the carnage that these crises have wrought. Newspapers, television screens, computers, mobile devices, our windows to the world are filled with a never-ending scroll of bad news and devastation. But the overwhelming number and intensity of these crises means that watchfulness may be giving way to weariness. Because despite the world's attention and efforts, the news grows worse, not better, each day. The list of crises grows longer, not shorter. While some emergencies capture that moment's public attention, others do not. Even those that do so are soon pushed out by the next crisis. And as the Secretary General indicated last month, the world, including governments and the United Nations, seems incapable of preventing or resolving conflicts or even adequately dealing with their consequences. As the list grows longer, attention becomes aversion. Indifference overtakes outrage. Indignation fades to a sense of impotence, a sense that nothing can stem the tide. No matter how overwhelmed we are by the scope of these and so many other losses, we must not ever forget that each life lost, each future extinguished, whether by conflict, disease, or disaster, is a personal tragedy, a heartbreaking loss for a family, and a singular shadow cast over our collective hopes for the future. But the reverse is also true. Each life saved is exactly that. A child who will survive and with the right support go on to contribute to his community and country. Last year, UNICEF and its partners responded to 289 humanitarian situations in 83 countries. These included persistent humanitarian crises resulting from conflict and instability, Syria, Central African Republic, Democratic Republic of Congo, South Sudan, Afghanistan, as well as natural disasters in places like the Philippines. It also included working with others to provide assistance to the millions of refugees, about half being children, fleeing deadly situations and facing uncertain futures. In November, we celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Convention on the Rights of the Child. Each new bout of conflict, each outbreak of a deadly disease, each unexpected natural disaster has the potential to roll back the great progress the world has made and to which our staff members have contributed in reducing child deaths and improving access to nutrition, safe water, and education over recent decades. So what better way to mark the 25th anniversary of the CRC than to rededicate ourselves to those children most marginalized, most excluded, most trapped, those living in or fleeing from areas of conflict, those struggling day by day to survive following a natural disaster, shaken by what they've endured, but hopeful that tomorrow will be better than today. Those suffering from a deadly disease that is cruelly spread through the simplest yet most vital gesture, the human touch. For the child we help today in the midst of an emergency will one day grow to become the adult who will carry her country along the path to future development and assume the responsibility for following generations.